So you started your small business, but yet you're not seeing any results. You're doing everything you can and you're putting in all the time and energy, but yet nothing seems to change. You're not getting any orders, you're not getting any views, you're not getting the attraction that you need. What do you do? So in this video, we're going to be looking at how you can manifest the success that you want for your business. Hi, my name is Mandeep and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I create handmade beaded jewelries and accessories for my small business. So about a month ago, I started this channel and I also started selling physical products on my Etsy store. Even though it's just been a month, and I know that some people may say you need to give it time to gain that attraction, to gain those views, to get those orders coming in, it's still very hard to stay motivated when you're not seeing results. Right? Especially if you've been doing this for a really, really long time. And I don't just mean a month. I mean, my story, my background story. I've been doing social media, YouTube, also selling digital products on Etsy for about 3 years now. And it's not been an easy journey, right? But the times when it has been easy, or the times when things have worked out, is when my mindset has been different, and when I have believed in what I'm creating, and when I have had that faith. So if you are doing all the correct things, right? You're posting, you've started a YouTube channel, working on your products, you're selling products, you're promoting them, you're doing ads, but it still isn't working, and you're still not gaining that attraction, and you're still not getting those orders, and you're still not getting those views, then it could just be that it's not really to do with your channel and nothing to do with your small business. It's actually to do with your mindset and your limiting beliefs. It's to do with the way you feel about yourself and your business. So what is manifestation? Manifestation is the process of materializing your own desires and goals into your reality, behavior, belief, and actions. Setting a intention and knowing that it's going to come true. Setting the intention, planting that seed, and giving it everything it needs, right? It's like putting in an order to the universe, putting in the order to God, praying, asking for something, and knowing it's going to come in, right? And setting that intention, saying what you want, and then believing it, and putting in the work while you're waiting, while you're preparing, while you're waiting for this, by doing all the work that you need to do, by taking practical actions, by working on your limiting beliefs, by working on how to better yourself, being dedicated to this. And I know many of us are struggling with this, okay? We're struggling with finding the success that we want with our small business. And it doesn't matter how long it's been or how early it's been, since you've started. It's all to do with the mindset and how much you believe in what you're creating and how much you believe in yourself and your business, okay? And I started realizing this as I started putting myself out there. Like, you naturally know when something's holding you back. You naturally know when what you're asking for, what you want, isn't aligning to your thoughts or feelings, right? There's something that is holding you back, and that's the work that needs to be done. That's where you need to work on those things, okay? Because those things are what are stopping you. I think it all comes down to how I actually feel about my business, how I actually feel about what I'm creating. I love what I'm creating, don't get me wrong. But then there's also a part of me that's like, oh, is it good enough? Like, do people really like it? Will people really like it? Like, you've got to strongly believe in what you're creating. If you don't believe in it, who else is going to believe in it? Do you know what I mean? Manifesting is important. Manifesting goes hand in hand with all the physical work that you're putting in. This isn't my first YouTube channel, and this isn't me newly selling on Etsy, right? So I already have another YouTube channel where I create spiritual content, also have other social media accounts as well. And I also was doing, or am still doing, digital products as well. I had to go back to that time and I had to remind myself of how I started to keep myself motivated, right? I was like, okay, this is how I started. This is what I went through. This is what I had to do. What did I do differently? What am I not doing right now that I did then? And it's faith, believing. Don't get me wrong, I had my moments where I felt really down and I felt exhausted and I didn't know what I was doing. But when I let the universe jump in and I was like, you know what, universe, help me out. I need your help. I can't do this on my own. That's when things started shifting for me. When I started off with TikTok, I didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to find my feet. I didn't know what I was doing. I wanted to do motivational stuff. All I knew is I want to help people. So I was like, okay, This is what I want to do, but I don't know how to create content on this. How do I do it? How do I do it? Because anything I was trying just didn't feel right to me. And then obviously I had my moments of breakdown and crying and trying to figure this out. And at the time I was doing it all on my own, and I wasn't asking the universe to help me. And I wasn't seeing much growth. I was posting, but I wasn't seeing much growth. But as soon as I asked the universe to help, everything started shifting. The universe started talking to me through other people's content and trying to show me ideas that I could create into my own. That's when I started realizing, oh, I could try this, I could try that. And I was open to trying that because I wasn't just stuck in my own way of doing things as well. That's another thing, being open to trying new ways of doing things, okay? As I started doing that and implementing this new way and giving things a try and not being afraid to step out of my comfort zone, that's when my page rapidly started growing. When you start implementing manifestation into what you are doing for your business, that is when you do start seeing certain growth, okay? You start seeing more growth. As soon as I decided to listen to the universe and what the universe was trying to tell me, right? I started seeing growth on my YouTube channel as well. And when I started being more consistent and showing up as well, obviously, again, practical work always also goes hand by hand, right? You've also got to put in the practical work. So looking at all of this, I realized that, hold on a minute, believing, having faith, knowing that it's going to happen is the difference to what I'm doing right now. Right now, I feel like that faith is lacking, that belief is lacking. And so that is the reason why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to make it because I know there's a lot of us struggling, because I haven't really come across videos like this where people, small businesses, maybe I just haven't come across these sort of videos, but where small business owners talk about manifesting as well, how manifesting also helps, right? Adding in this law of attraction techniques, mentally working on these blockages, for example, how you're feeling, how that can also improve your growth on social media or your business. Your thoughts also play a big part. How you feel and how you think also plays a big part in how well your business is doing or will do. So let me share with you what I'm going to be implementing to create some sort of action plan towards your business goals. Say, yeah, it's about getting more orders. Then you're going to look at how are you going to do that? How are you going to implement that, right? So maybe it's joining Etsy ads, for example, okay? Maybe it's promoting it on social media. Or maybe starting a Pinterest. Maybe it's starting a Pinterest board. Maybe it's asking your family and friends for help, so getting them to spread the word around. Once you started implementing these physically, okay, you started working towards these, you also need to work on your thoughts, mindset, belief, or work through any past experiences you've had, okay? What are the thought patterns that you have on a day-to-day basis? What are the thoughts that you think about when you think of your business? What are the thoughts that come out? Are they negative? Are they positive? How do you think about the success? How do you think about, your videos when you put them out, for example, when you put out new products, when you're promoting and whatnot? How do you feel? Are you radiating this energy of confidence, and you know that your products are good, and you know that your videos are good, and you know deep down you will meet the right people, and the right people will find your products and will find your content and whatnot? Or are you doubting it? Are you doubting that it's not even going to get anywhere? Do you know what I mean? There's limiting beliefs that need to be worked on. You need to think more abundantly, right? And you also need to be open to the fact that it may not happen just yet, but it doesn't mean it's not going to happen, okay? With your mindset as well, again, eliminating those limiting beliefs, right? Those thoughts that bring you down. And then again, it comes down to the past, right? The past, because sometimes there are emotions that you are holding on to that are based around past experiences that you've had, that, things that may not have worked out in your business before, or things that you've heard about other people's stories, or there's this worry, right? Sometimes we're worried to put ourselves out there for other people to see us, because we're worried about their judgment, or we're worried about if something doesn't work, then how are other people going to see us? They're going to see us as failures and whatnot, right? Get rid of that, because to be honest, there's no such thing as failing, okay? The fact that you're giving something a try, and the fact that you are putting yourself out there, that itself is a reward. That itself is a winning, that you are a winner, basically, okay? I don't know if I'm making sense, but you are a winner, okay? Failing is just a step closer to what you're meant to do, or the success you're meant to gain, okay? Change that mindset, change those thoughts. Every time you get a negative thought, shift it, change it into something positive, okay? And this is something that I'm going to be doing as well, because like I said, these things that I'm explaining, or I'm sharing with you, should I say, these things I've done for myself as well, okay? I wouldn't be sharing anything with you that hasn't worked for me or that I haven't done. But like I said, I have felt this disconnect, and that's the reason why I'm making this video, because I know a lot of us feel this disconnect, and sometimes we get so caught up in the numbers and wanting to achieve this and that we forget that there's more to just putting in the practical work. So yeah, we're going to do this together, okay? We're going to make this happen. We're going to make sure our businesses are a success. Belief, right? Your belief system. What do you believe? Do you believe in abundance? Do you believe that you can have a certain amount of money? Do you believe that you can achieve your goals? Do you believe that you can have what you want? Because again, it all comes down to, even if you're manifesting and you're like, okay, I want this, I want that. I want to gain, I'm just saying, like 50 subscribers by the end of the month, for example. Firstly, try not to put a time frame on your manifestations, okay? Try not to. But if you do, believe it, okay? And if, okay, and this is a very big if, because most of the time it will happen, but if it doesn't happen at the time that you want it to, just know that it's still going to happen, okay? And when it happens, it's going to happen double the amount, okay? So instead of getting 50, you're going to get 100, okay? What's your belief system, right? Again, when you put something out there, when you're selling a product, when you're doing this, you're doing that, what are you believing? You've got to believe in it, right? And then past, like I said, past emotions, work on those, okay? Because anything from the past things could be holding you back. Like for me, for example, like I'm not where I want to be. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't only come down to the followers or the subscribers that you have. There's more that goes into it. There's more that you want, right? Once you hit that subscriber count and that following, you want to be able to have something, or something that you can rely on. You want this to be something that brings in stability in your life, right? Where you can do this long term without worrying financially, right? Without worrying on how you can build something that is going to last for you to keep this going, right? So again, like I said, there is more that goes into it, and how it's going to help you to live this dream and to keep this dream going by giving you that stability, that security, okay, when it comes to money and when it comes to that growth, for example. So for me, there's limiting beliefs around experiences that I've had, or, you know, when things haven't worked out. You need to learn to be able to pick yourself up. When you drop, you've got to learn how to pick yourself up. It's like every time you drop, you have to like fully brush off that dirt, for example, and learn from that. Learn from what you have experienced. Use that as your tool and fuel, but keep going. And sometimes I feel that when we go through those moments where we drop, we forget to do the reflecting, to pick ourselves up with confidence, right? So when we start moving forward, sometimes we lack that confidence, and that's why we end up repeating certain cycles, or we start seeing similar results to before, right? So again, it all comes down to working on the past, okay? Even though you've put in the practical work, for example, you worked on that mindset and everything and all the things that you need to work on, you then also need to put in tools of manifesting, okay? You can use visualization, visualizing, even if it's for a few seconds in the morning and a few seconds before you go to bed, or just throughout the day. You visualizing what you want, you visualizing what you want to create, the success that you want, okay? Seeing yourself at that point. So for example, you want to have 1,000 subscribers, I'm just saying, visualize yourself seeing your dashboard on, or your studio board and a dashboard, whatever you want to call it, of your YouTube. See it as 1,000 subscribers with your name near it and your icon, whatever it is that you use, and see yourself as it already has 1,000. You can also make a vision board, right? So let's write these things down actually. So tools to use. A vision board is something you can create physically or digitally, okay? You can have a board with pictures on there of what you want to achieve, the goals that you want to achieve and whatnot, what you want to see, what you want to have. Like you create a board with pictures of that on there, or you can have words and whatnot, but pictures are quite impactful, okay, because you visually see it. So you can make it digitally as well, and you can put it onto your laptop. You can put it like a home screen laptop, right, your screensaver, or you can have it on your phone screen. It's all about you seeing this vision board or this digital vision board every day, right? You seeing it, you taking it in, and staying accountable to take actions towards it. That's the whole point. When you see it, yes, you see it, but sometimes you tend to question it as well, because you're like, that's not really true, it's not really happened yet. But you know, when you start taking actions, that is going to happen, okay, and it's going to work out. What you are putting on this vision board, imagine it, know it's going to happen, because it will, okay? Trust me, it will happen. Last year I had said to myself, I want to travel, I want to go on the plane, I want to travel on my own, and I want to go out and do things independently. And to be honest, I hadn't had the chance to make a vision board, but I had pictures from Pinterest on my phone in my camera roll that resembled or were the vision that I wanted to experience, right? So like, I had a picture of a plane, I had a picture of like people holding their suitcases, and I was like, okay, I definitely want to travel, I definitely want to travel on my own, I definitely want to have that experience and whatnot. It happened. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, visualizing really, really, really does help, okay? So definitely visualize and create that vision board as well, because that really does help you stay on track. Another thing you could do, so you see, when you create these vision boards, sometimes like it's hard to envision yourself on this vision board, right? So what you can do is you can Photoshop it, or you could like add your own little things on these pictures. So like, what I mean, okay, so say like, for example, you screenshot your dashboard, right, of YouTube, I'm just saying, or your shop, okay, and where it says sales, for example, or where it says subscribers, you cover that bit and you put in 1,000 subscribers, right, with like, you type it in 1,000 subscribers, or you type in like the sales that you want. Now when you see that, to you, that is your dashboard, but it's just that you change the numbers on it. That's another form of visualizing and manifesting, okay? Those things are very impactful and powerful. Try it, and come back and let me know how it goes. Also, listening to other people's success stories. You can find that on social media, you can find that on YouTube and whatnot, where you hear other people's success stories. That keeps you motivated. Because when you hear other people's success stories, you're like, if it happened for them, it can happen for me, it can happen for you. Do you know what I mean? Listen to other people's success stories, because that really does motivate you, and it really does give you that drive and that fuel to keep going, okay? Also, meditation and mindfulness. Meditation, there's so many guided meditations that you can do for manifesting as well, and for releasing these limiting beliefs, these thought patterns and whatnot. It is really helpful, okay? So meditation, I will say, is very impactful, as well as mindfulness, okay? Mindfulness brings you back to the present moment. Sometimes we're so much in our head that we forget to live in the present moment. There is so much that you have already manifested. The fact that you started your own business, or you're planning to start your business, wherever you are on your journey, the fact that you have this business, that is something that you've manifested. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone has a business. Not everyone has the willingness to do what you're doing, or want to do, or even if they do, like, they don't always see it all the way through, or they don't give it even a chance to breathe and live and, you know, give it that life. The fact that you have, that is a part of your manifestation. You wanted this, you desired this, and it's happening, right? So mindfulness brings you back to the present moment and helps you to work towards the goals that you have set out for yourself, okay? And it brings you like to the moment, and you're so much more present in showing up for these goals, in working towards these goals, right? It also is you bringing those thoughts into action, bringing those thoughts into reality, okay? Mindfulness also helps you to enjoy what you already have manifested in your life. That's when gratitude comes in, another point, right? That is when gratitude comes in, because gratitude is also a part of mindfulness, is also a part of manifesting. It helps you to be thankful for what you have achieved. It helps you to be grateful, right? The more gratitude and the more grateful you are, the more you are going to receive, right? It's the energy that you're putting out. Because when you're happy, like when you're grateful, you're happy. You're radiating that energy. You're going to find more things to be grateful for, right? It's like a ripple effect, basically. Find ways to be gratitude for what you already have, because again, there is so much that you've already manifested in your life, okay, that you can show gratitude for and that you can celebrate as well. And just doing that boosts your energy, and your energy is what helps you attract what you want. The more you are full of like that hope and that faith and that positivity, the more you're going to attract those sort of things into your life. Okay, that's going to give you more of that energy. Oh my God, the sun. The sun. So like we said, what do I do? So like we said, positive mindset really does help and impact your small business, okay? And working on those blockages, okay? Working on those blockages and being able to identify them. So how do you identify these limiting beliefs? How do you identify these blockages, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to write down all the things you want to manifest, okay? Once you've written down everything that you want to manifest, or the things that you want to achieve, the goals that you want to achieve for your small business, you're going to write down how you feel about it. Be honest, okay? Write down for each point how you feel, and you will be able to see where your limiting beliefs are and where there are certain blockages, okay, with how you are feeling towards all these goals and these desires that you have. For example, you was to say this is for your small business, okay? You want a successful YouTube channel for your small business, okay? This is all related to your small business. So say, for example, you posted a video, okay? And you're like to yourself, okay, I've posted this video. You want it to do well, okay? 1K views, just say, okay, you want to add about 10 new subscribers. And let's not forget, you want it to bring in 2 orders, okay? Even though you want all of this, deep down, you're like, is it going to do well? Maybe not. Why? Because you think that your past videos haven't done well, so why would this one do well, right? But little do you know, anything can change, right? It's like anything can change. Like one video could just take off and the rest haven't, but then the rest join that video, right? And they end up taking off as well. So it just takes that one video, for example. But how do you explain it to this mind? Do you know what I mean? Like literally. Anyways, so already you're thinking, I want this, but I don't think it's going to happen. Then you're like 1K views. You're like, I just about get 50 views. How am I going to get 1K views? So already you don't believe that. You're like, 10 new subscribers. You're like, I'll probably just get 1. Okay, cool. There's still a bit of positivity there. You're like 2 orders. You're like, well, if I haven't really got any new subscribers and I'm not getting the views, then how am I actually going to get any orders? So you're like, no, that's probably not going to happen either. So there you go. Limiting beliefs on this side, right? What you want doesn't match how you feel or what you believe. So that needs to shift. That's when you know that there are limiting beliefs. And those are the beliefs that you need to work on, okay? How do you work on it? By doing all the tools that we explained, right? Visualizing, gratitude. People do affirmations as well. To be honest, I've not ever been a big fan of affirmations, but if it works for you, go for it. Adding in those tools basically, right? But also these limiting beliefs, where do they come from? Where do they stem from? Past experiences most of the time, right? Or just fear. And so you need to change this scenario because this isn't serving you. This isn't working for you. And if something isn't working, this is what I always say to myself. If we can spend so much time on thinking of the negative outcome, why can we not take that same amount of time and put it into the positive? Do you know what I mean? Because we don't know that it's going to be a negative outcome. It could be a positive outcome, but yet we're spending all our time on that negative outcome. So why can't we shift that and change it and then start focusing on the positive outcome? Because you never know. The positive outcome might just come to fruition, which most probably it will. Okay. So let's start shifting that, because the more you are aware of your thoughts and you snap out of it, the quicker you will see results. Okay. The quicker you will start to see shifts, even in your mood, even in the way you show up, right? Sometimes you really do need to believe in yourself. It all comes down to how much you believe in yourself and what you are doing and creating, okay? Yes, it's easy to compare yourself to others. Of course it is. But no one is you. That's your blueprint. That's your uniqueness. No one is you. And how you do things and what works for you may not work for others. Yes, like everything that I'm sharing with you may work for you and it may not, but you will always find your own way what will work for you, okay? Regardless, you will always take something from other people, right? But you always make it your own unique way. You always make it your own in some sort of way, okay? And put your twist on it. So work on those limiting beliefs, okay? Because it will help. I hope I've covered most of the things. If I haven't, we'll do a part 2. If there's any questions that you have or things that I haven't answered which you would like me to answer, we could do another video. Write down any questions or anything you have in the comments below, and definitely we will see what we can do with that. Yeah, I hope this video has helped you in some sort of way, and I really do hope that it's given you that drive and motivation, and that it's helped you to see that hope and that light at the end of the tunnel, right? That we all really, really want to see right now. And it's there, but we need to be able to see it. Do you know what I mean? Because that light is tiny, but as soon as you start seeing that light, it expands. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because why? It all depends on your vision. It all depends on how you see something, how you view it. Because that light could be the tiniest light where it can just go bam, disappear, right? All depends on you. It's all about the mindset. And it's all about your belief and how you see things that then shifts your reality. So yes, thank you for being here. If this video has helped you, I will highly appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, join this community, this growing community. And I'll see you very, very soon in another video. Happy manifesting. Take care. Bye.